Okay, burning of butane, that is nothing but what? A fast reaction, right?
Fast reaction.
Fast reaction. So can you justify this? How could you know that? So whether the reaction is slow, moderate, fast, and like that. How could you know that? Can you justify? How do you know that? On what basis you can tell like that? Slow reaction, moderate, and fast reaction. What are the criteria?
Amount of time it takes for the reaction to get over.
Amount of time to take the reaction. Okay, then what happened? Okay, what happened in slow reactions? What about time? The slow reactions. Yeah, tell me, what about time?
It takes a long time to
Exactly.
finish the reaction.
So what about fast reactions? What about
It gets
fast?
over in very small time.
Okay, so you just remember here, in all these three reactions, the one common thing is speed, right? Speed, yes or no? And in other words, in physics, I think we used to call velocity, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can we say velocity of reaction? Is it okay? Is it okay? Velocity of reaction? Is it correct? Sir, no. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Velocity of reaction or else speed of reaction or else the most suitable word, that is what we call rate of reaction, right? Rate of reaction. Clear? So now tell me, so can we identify, can it is possible to identify the rate of reaction for fast reaction, especially for fast reaction? Is it possible? Rate of reaction can be identified in case of fast reaction. Is it possible? I think you heard in or else you learned in few level also. Rate of reaction. Is it possible to identify in case of fast reactions? Is it possible? Say yes or no. Say yes or no. Is it possible? Can you hear me?
yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me then. If it is wrong, no problem. Meenakshi? Meenakshi, no.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible to identify?
I think yes, sir. I think we can find the rate of reaction.
But how? How? I think you heard one thing, few level. So rate determining step. You heard this word? Rate determining step.
Yes, sir.
So what it indicates actually? Rate determining step. That is slow reaction. If the reaction is slow only, so then we are going to identify the rate of reaction, not for fast reaction, right? But some techniques are there in order to identify the rate of reaction for fast reaction. That is different case. Got it? So in chemical kinetics, what we are going to deal with in chemical kinetics, according to the name itself indicates chemical kinetics, right? What it deals with. Any idea? Just look at
Measuring
this.
the rate of a reaction.
Measurables determining the rate of reaction of different types of reactions, right? Determine the rate of reaction of different types of reactions. Clear? So here in this chapter, mainly focus on, so it is a branch of physical chemistry that deals with the study of velocity of chemical reaction, right? Velocity of chemical reaction, think but speed of chemical reaction, whether it is slow or moderate or speed like that. Got it? It is a branch of physical chemistry that deals with the study of velocity of chemical reaction, velocity of chemical reaction, and also mechanism by which they produce. Okay, who's talking? Okay, so here not only show the. So it is a branch of physical chemistry that this is the study of velocity of chemical reaction and also mechanism. So what it is called? Mechanism means what? Mechanism means what?
The steps through which the reaction is occurring.
Yeah, exactly. That is what we call pathway of the reaction, right? Pathway of the reaction, right? Mechanism is nothing but what? A pathway of reaction, right? So here, so not only deals with the velocity of chemical reaction, so we need to know the mechanism of particular reaction also, right? So one more thing is, so it gives information how rapidly, okay, it gives information how rapidly and by what mechanism does a reaction takes place. Got it? It gives information how rapidly and by what mechanism does a reaction takes place. So similarly, so a chemical reaction involves, as you know that chemical reactions involves a breaking of bonds takes place in reactants, right? Breaking of bonds takes place in reactants, and the formation of bond takes place in product case, right? So as you know that, so if it is a reaction, so reactants are going to convert into products, right? So in reactant case, the bonds are breaking, and in case of products, the bonds are formed, right? Bonds are formed, right? So in a chemical reaction, a breaking of bond takes place in reactants and formation of bond takes place in product, right? So this process may be rapid, okay? This process may be rapid or else slow, okay? And it is depending on nature of reactants and product, okay? This process may be rapid or else slow. It depends on nature of reactants and products. Here, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine.
Yes.
Okay. In general, what happens? So if you're going to conduct or take a chemical reaction, that is a reactant is going to convert it to product. So what about the concentration of the reactant during the
It
chemical
will
reaction?
decrease.
During the chemical reaction, means obviously you know that the concentration of the reactant falls with respect to time, right? The concentration of the reactant falls with respect to time. So similarly, what about the concentration of product with respect to time? What about the concentration of
It
product?
will increase.
It will
Increases.
increases with respect to time, right? So what happens here? The concentration of reactant falls with the time, right? While the concentration of product increases with the time, right? So these chemical kinetics explain why certain reactions are instantaneous and others are not like that. Okay, so chemical kinetics mainly deals with the velocity of chemical reaction and also mechanism of that particular reaction, right? Nothing but path of the reactions, and also so deals with the study of so breaking bonds of reactants, formation of bonds of reactant, and also rate of the rate of the reaction with respect to reactant and rate of the reaction with respect to a product. Okay, so here just take the reactants. Okay, so undergo chemical reaction with respect to time in order to convert into product. Okay, in order to convert into product, so just mention here, A is nothing but what? A reactant concentration. A reactant concentration. B is nothing but what? Product concentration. Product concentration, right? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so now, so how fast the reaction takes place, right? How fast the reaction takes place. So let us discuss about this. Okay, so at the time t1, certain time means you just take the intervals of time. Okay, at time t1, what about the concentration of A? Nothing but reactant concentration. Here, A nothing but reactant concentration. At the time t1, as you know that, so chemical kinetics mainly deals with what? Velocity of the chemical reaction. Okay, so velocity, can you define what is velocity? Can you define what is velocity according to physics? So well known
It's
topic,
displacement by time.
displacement of a substance by time taken,
Time taken.
time taken, right? So you just adopt the same concept in case of chemical reaction. Can you define then? What is the rate of reaction or velocity of reaction like that? Just adopt this. In case of chemical reaction, is it distance travel or else what is that? Something is different. In case of distance travel, is just consider what is that? Concentration of what?
The concentration of
Sim-
the
sim-
reactant.
Yeah, exactly. So with respect to reactant, we should consider the decrease in concentration of the reactant by what? By what? Decreasing
Time.
time. Exactly. Similarly, if you consider product case, what happened? Rate of reaction that is equal to what? That is equal to what?
Increase in the concentration of the product.
Exactly. Increase in the concentration of the product divided by a time, right? Divided by a time. Okay. So here we taken time intervals, right? So time T1, what about the concentration of A? So just consider the concentration of A that is equal to A1. Okay, that is equal to A1. Similarly, concentration of B that is equal to B1, right? The concentration of B that is equal to B1. So at time T1 and the concentration of A like that, concentration of B like that. So we taken different intervals of time, right? So now we consider time T at time 2. Okay. So what about the concentration of A now? What about the concentration of A now? Yeah, tell me. A2, exactly. A2, right? Concentration of A that becomes A2. Similarly, concentration of B, concentration of B,
B2.
B2, right? Concentration of B that is equal to B2. Okay. So now look at so time duration. Okay. Now we consider a time duration, nothing but delta T. Okay. Delta T that is equal to what? Delta T that is equal to what? Delta means what? Difference, right? Difference time, right? Delta T that is equal to what? Yeah, tell me.
minus T1.
Exactly. T2 minus T1, right? T2 minus T1. Then what about the concentration of A now with respect to time duration? With respect to time duration, is it increases or decreases? Concentration of A.
Decreases.
Exactly.
Decreases.
Yeah. Why? Because the reactant concentration, that is reactant concentration, right? Decreasing concentration of A, right? What about B? What about B?
Increases.
Exactly. Increase in concentration of B, right? Increase in concentration of B. So now you just take here delta A, nothing but what? The concentration difference. Delta A is nothing but what? Yeah, tell me. A2 minus A2 minus
A1.
A1.
A1. Yeah, A1. Right. Delta A that is equal to A2 minus A1. Similarly, delta B that is equal to what? Delta B.
B2 minus B1.
B2 minus B1, right? B2 minus B1, right? So now we consider the rate with respect to reactant concentration, right? With respect to reactant concentration. Rate of a reaction that is equal to what? Negative delta A divided by delta T. Is it correct? Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
So why the negative sign here? Why we put negative sign here?
The value of
Concentration
A1 is
decreases.
greater than A2.
The value of A2 is greater than A1, like that, huh? Okay, now you just look at it.
No, sir. No, sir. Concentration of A2 is lesser than A1
Not
because
like that.
it will decrease.
Exactly. Okay. So here, so in the case of reactant concentration, it is going to be decreased, right? It's going to be decreased. That's why we put negative charge here. So we're getting negative value, right? We're getting negative value. So that's why we have negative sign here. So here, with respect to product, that is delta B divided by delta T, it indicates concentration is going to be increased, right? It is going to be increased. So it is always positive, right? It is always positive. So here the rate with respect to reactant and here the rate of reaction with respect to product. Okay. Any doubts in that? Any doubts in that?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So let us move on to the next slide. So here the rate of reaction is not constant. Okay. Thing is the rate of reaction is not constant. change with respect to time. Okay, always rate of reaction change with respect to time only. So rate of reaction is not constant. Got it? Okay. So look at this. So according to this, we take a rate average. Okay, rate average that is equal to negative delta A divided by delta T, that is equal to delta B divided by delta T. That is rate average. Okay, to take the rate of reaction in case in average mode. Okay, we got like this. Got like this. Yeah. So this is the nature of graph. Okay. So here, what are the variables are there? What are the variables?
The concentration and time.
What is that? Can you repeat?
Concentration and time.
Exactly. Concentration versus time, right? Concentration versus time. Okay, now tell me with respect to reactant concentration. So what about the nature of graph? What about the nature of graph? Just think here. Here, x-axis. So that is a time only, right? Time is there. Here the concentration is there. So concentration in the sense. So first we consider the reactant concentration, right? Reactant concentration in initial case. So is it 0? Is it 0?
No, sir.
Then it should be high, right? High or low? Initial concentration. High.
High.
Yeah. What then? What about the what happens then during chemical reaction?
It will decrease.
It will decreases. Okay. The nature of a graph, like it seems like that, right? So initially the reaction concentration. Can you see my screen now? Like that, right? It's going to decrease like that. Okay. See the graph there. Like that. Sir, no. Right? So this is the,
Yes, sir.
yeah, this is with respect to a reactant, nothing but A only. Then what about the product? What about the product? What about the product?
It will start from 0 and increase.
Is it 0? Is it 0? Is it 0?
Yes, sir.
It is not 0. Okay, it is low only. The concentration of product is low only. So like that, sorry. Yeah. It will form like that. And this is with respect to a product. This is with respect to product. So take the screenshot. This is very, very important. Take the screenshot. So this is the nature of graph. That is here the two variables are there. That is time and one more is concentration, right? So initially the concentration of reactant is very high. So during the reaction, it will be going to decrease, right? So what about the product? Initially is very low. So after the converting reactants into products, concentration of product will be high, right? The concentration of product will be high. Okay. So let us discuss then. So one by one now. So here, look at this again, the two variables. So we have time intervals, different time intervals, right? So here the graph. So this is with respect to what? This is with respect to what? Reactant or is for product?
Reaction.
Reactant, right? Here we take different intervals of time, right? Here we take different intervals of time. So here, if you draw a straight line to that curve, so we need to know the concentration with respect to T1, concentration with respect to T2. Okay, again I repeat, if you draw a straight line to that curve, we have to find out the concentration with respect to a time T1, and also we have to find out the concentration with respect to T2, right? So the difference between these two. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the difference between these two, what we call then? So here, so this is with respect to concentration, right? So difference between these two with respect to time, what we called? Is it
A1 and A2. sir.
Delta.
A2
delta
minus
A.
A1, yeah. A2 minus A1 means what? Delta
A.
A, exactly. Yeah, that is delta A. Okay, difference between these two, T1, T2, what we call then?
delta T.
Delta T, right? Delta. This is delta T. Okay. Then rate is equal. Okay. So one more case, that is product case, right? So here the two variables again, concentration versus time. So time you have to take in terms of seconds. Okay. So here the nature of graph. Again, if you draw a straight line to that curve, so we'll get 2 points with respect to the time intervals, that is T1 and one more, that is T2, right? So here the difference is delta A na
B, sir.
delta B, right? That is delta B, and this is delta
T.
T, right?
T.
This is delta T. Okay. So now just take this. So one more thing, one more important thing is average rate of reaction. Wait a second. Average rate of reaction does not predict the rate at a particular instant of time. Okay. Average rate of reaction does not predict the rate at a particular instant of time. Okay. So that rate that is equal to decrease in concentration of reactant divided by time, right? As you know that the rate of reaction with respect to reactant, that is equal to what? Decrease in concentration of the reactant divided by time. Okay. So that is equal to negative. So simply what we called here, we want to know instantaneous rate with respect to instant time, right? Rate with respect to instant time. So simply we called dc by dt. Why? Because a small change, right? D indicates what? A small change. dc by dt. C means nothing but concentration only. Okay, concentration only. dc by dt. Negative sign indicates what is the decrease in concentration, right? Decrease in concentration. Similarly, the rate with respect to a product case, that is decrease in concentration of the reactant divided. Sorry, I think some mistakes with that. Wait a second. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is a product. Okay. Yeah. So this is with respect to a product. Okay. So rate with
Sir,
respect to
shouldn't it be increase in the concentration of product?
yeah, increase in the sense positive only. That's why I couldn't put any sign here, negative sign here. That is positive only. Okay, here the decreasing concentration of the product, sorry, increasing, sorry. Again, I just copied, that's why there is a problem. Okay, so here increase. It's typical error only, no problem. So now it is okay, right? Increasing concentration of product. Is it okay? Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah, fine. Okay. So now the rate of reaction at instant time will be given like that. That is rate of reaction that is equal to plus or minus dc by dt. Okay, dc by dt. Here c indicates the change in concentration. Okay, change in concentration, and you should know that average rate of reaction does not predict the rate of reaction at a particular instant of time. Okay, then we go for rate, nothing but with respect to instantaneous time. Okay, instantaneous time. Okay, so that is given by like that. So instead of you drawing a straight line, to draw a tangent. Okay, if you draw a tangent, that will gives a rate instantaneous, that is equal to again negative dA minus dt. Similarly with respect to product, like this, with respect to product like this. So from that we have to find out the TR. I will tell you later what is the significance of TR. That is what we call the half-life period. Okay, half-life period. TR of nothing but what? Half-life period. Okay, so this is rate instantaneous with respect to a second, with respect to a reactant, and this is rate instantaneous with respect to a product. Okay, so Write the rate of reaction for the following. Note down. Here A give rise to B. That is, A is nothing but reactant and B is nothing but product. So now tell me, what is the rate of reaction for this reaction? What is the rate of reaction for this reaction? R is equal to what? Can you hear me?
Yes,
No? Yeah, tell me then. Rate of reaction, that is equal to what? Just take reactant should be A and B is nothing but product only. And look at this. R is equal to so negative dA by dt only, right? So similarly, that is equal to dB by dt, product case, right? So now you just consider here the reaction N2 plus 3 NH2, the formation of ammonia. Now tell me, what is the rate of reaction now? Here we have two reactants and one product, right? What about the rate of reaction? R is equal to what? Instead of A, you put N2. Yes or no? Can you hear me?
yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir.
R is equal to what? Negative D in square bracket, what we put?
N2 by D.
N2 by
N2.
dt, N2 by dt, and also now again it is equal to what?
Minus 1 by 3.
Exactly, minus 1 by 3 d of H2, right? D of H2 divided by dt, again that is equal to what? 1 by 2 d of NH3, d of NH3 divided by dt, right? And similarly, so for this reaction, R is equal to what? R is equal to what? Third reaction. R is equal to what? Same thing you have to follow in this.
Minus 1
1
by
by A.
A.
Minus
Exactly.
1.
D of A
A,
by dt. Yeah.
exactly, minus 1 by B, dB by dt, and that is equal to 1 by C dC by dt, that is equal to 1 by D dd by dt. Got it? So any confusion in that? Any doubts in that? So this is basic version, the basic part. Okay. So next class I will discuss about factors affecting rate of reaction. Okay, factors affecting rate of reactions. Any doubts in that? Any doubts in that?
No, sir.
Okay. Just log out then. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.